Alright, so this for you, Patrick. Okay, so you got the 11 life path and the 11 destiny, right? Let me grab my book. Okay, but first, before we get into that book, I want to talk to you intuitively. Because that's, as 11s, that's what we're working on. We're working on our intuitiveness. We're working on knowing, not just believing. We're working on knowing and walking in our powers. We came here to master something spiritually. That's why we have the master number. Now, it don't mean be egotistical and think that you a master, you an ascended master, which you may be. Who am I to tell you you not? But you get my point. We came here to master something in particular, and we all have our own purpose in the big picture. We all got our own slice of the pie. Out of the whole pie, we all got our own slice, right? So I can't tell you what it is that you came here to master, but you an 11, a double 11, so you can definitely find that out very easily. Well, anyway, okay, so the 11 is very challenging. It's a very challenging number, right? So be easy on yourself. You probably had a hard life experiences, right? Also, I want to mention that 11 is personal mastery. 22 is spiritual mastery. I got that from Sister Myra. If y'all don't know Sister Myra, that's who I got that from. And when I heard her say that, I was like, yes, that's because we all know the 22, the master builder. We ain't talking about y'all right now. Anyway, so the 11 is personal mastery. So you came here to master something within your personal self. So, like, back to what I was saying, it's a very challenging number. So don't be hard on yourself. Take it easy on yourself. Take your time. Move at your own pace. Now, you're a double 11. So that means that you have a very challenging life experience. But the bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward. Always remember that. No matter what you go through, no matter how you feel, no matter how people treat you, don't let your ego get out of control. The bigger the challenge, the bigger the reward. But don't do nothing for a reward. Do it from your heart. You know what I'm saying? Do things from your heart. As 11s, we need to learn how to trust in our intuition. So your Destiny 11 gives you these abilities and these gifts of an 11, which is spiritual gifts. You have spiritual gifts. Just from people seeing you, you can wake people up just from being around them. You don't even have to open your mouth. They can just watch you and see what you do. Just from you being yourself. That's come from your Destiny number. What also comes from your Destiny number is the gifts, abilities, and talents you have. Gifts, abilities, and talents also come from your Destiny number. And a lot of your gifts, abilities, and talents may be spiritual, even if you don't know they spiritual. And if they not spiritual, they still having a spiritual effect on people in your environment, your family, your co-workers, your friends, your lovers, your children, the whole, whatever the hell this is, universe, let's just call it the all, the whole all. You have a profound effect. Look at my fingers, 11. You have a profound effect on all of this shit. So that's just from you being yourself. So what I can tell you as a Destiny number and any Destiny number watching this video is be yourself. Be true to yourself. Don't be what people tell you think you should be. Don't be what you think you should be. Don't be what people you think people would like you to be. Be yourself, even if that's scary to you or scary to the other people around you. Because when you walk into your true 11 vibration, you can be intimidating to people. You don't have to be. It just depends on the person. Some people see you as inspiration. Oh man, look at him, what he doing. I wish, maybe I need to do what I believe in. Maybe I need to trust in myself. Maybe I need to not care what people think about me. And some people can see you as intimidating from their own ego and their own not healing their traumas. So as 11s, we probably have way more traumas than we realize we do. Especially when we get into numerology and people be like, oh, 11 is this, and it's so great, and it's a master number, master, right? But we probably got more traumas than the rest of the numbers. Besides 22, I'm pretty sure 22 is even more challenging than the 11 because it's a high vibration. But let me not get off the point. So the destiny number is your talents, gifts, and abilities, which I was just saying all that. Now your life path number is what you came here to learn, what you came here to experience. It's what you chose to experience, what you came here to learn. And since your life path is 11, that means you came here to learn some very challenging things. Now, all from what I have seen so far, looking at celebrities, it's funny how they call celebrities stars. And, in the Bible it say, look to the stars for your answers, right? It's funny how all these things have more than one meaning, right? So from what I have learned from watching celebrities is most celebrities with the life path 11 have very profound impact on the environment, on the world, the universe, the all. It's like something just clicked and they just turn out to be very great people when they living in their truth. Because just because you have a master number don't mean nothing. It's a potential, but everybody don't fulfill their potential. So since you life path 11, the destiny number 11, that means you already came here with the potential of the 11. No, that means you already came here with the vibration of the 11. So you already, not the potential, you are that. Now your life path is the potential you're trying to fulfill, what you're trying to reach. So your life path is 11. So like I was saying in the comment, either you came here to learn more about the 11 number, or you came to expand on your 11, making it even stronger and more vibrant so you can have an even more profound impact on yourself first. It's always self first. And when you have a profound impact on yourself, that's when nobody got no choice but to see the impact. Nobody has a choice. They can ignore it. They can pretend like they don't see it, but it's there. That's why I was saying don't get into your ego, right? Because your ego can block you from reaching your potential. But the ego is not our enemy. The ego is just trying to protect us from what it thinks it needs to protect us from, because the ego is very physical, very 3D-ish, third dimensional. So it don't know no better. I feel like the ego need our help too, but at the same time, we should balance our ego. We shouldn't throw it away. We should balance it. Like when they say balance the left brain with the right brain, balance the intuition with the logical, balance the masculine with the feminine. It's the same thing. You want to balance your ego with your true self. And the true self is who you truly are, not what society wants you to be, not what your parents want you to be, not how your children feel like you should be, not how your spouse feel like you should be, not how any person, place, or thing feel you should be. That's the ego. That's not your true self. Your true self is who you know you are. Because we all know who we are. What we do is we try to hide who we are, or we try to pretend to be something that we not. And that's where the issues come in. That's what makes life very challenging for a lot of people. I'm trying to scroll through this book and talk at the same time. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, so boom. The number 11 is a high level of spirituality. Those born to it possess a unique potential for developing the awareness of the high self. Unfortunately, now I'm reading. That was me talking. Now just the book. Unfortunately, more people fail to live up to its potential power than develop it, like I was just saying. But this pattern is changing with the rapid approach of the new age of enlightenment. All this, this new age stuff. But it's okay. Though we do not find many life path 11s as the most of the other numbers, they certainly proliferate in domains where personal growth and spiritual upliftment dominate. And they all will be reading this book. I'm a Destiny number 11, and I got this book. It literally, I had to underline it. Look. And they all will be reading this book. Okay. So it says life purpose. These people are among the few who are potentially best equipped to guide humanity into the emerging age of awareness. It is a very responsible incarnation they have chosen. The key word is chosen. You chose this. Unfortunately, many find that they are enticed through their basic self by life's physical attractions and are thus diverted from their higher purpose. I don't know what I'm pointing at here for. I should be pointing right here. That's that programming I'm erasing. Higher purpose. But the tide is changing as the real values of life gain credence over manipulation and the false prophets, because we know we got a lot of false prophets out here. Okay, best expressions. As lovers of refinement, beauty, and the cultural values of life, Life Path 11 people naturally gravitate towards such an environment because it liberates them to express their innate beauty and their innate beauty and spirituality. I could tell you very vibrational because I'm all juiced up right now. Material life for them can be demanding and uninteresting unless they choose to live under their day number. Just ignore that part. Okay. But they have to learn to balance the material with the ideals they seek within to realize that the noblest of spiritual virtues is of little value unless it can be employed to improve the quality of life. No finer expression can be found than in doing this. Now it says distinctive traits. There are extreme differences between the lifestyles of the Life Path 11 who live positively and utilize their exceptional spiritual powers and the negative counterpart whose life appears difficult and colorless. That's the negative part, the part that it seems like it's just... Because it's hard, man. It's hard living in this 3D dimensional with these humans. Okay. An uncompromisingly high level of morality and ethics. A profoundly reliable intuitiveness. Profound intuitiveness, which is what I was saying. And an inspired driving force are clearly in evidence when these people are involved in spiritually oriented pursuits. When they are living naturally, they are deeply feeling people, extremely dependable, honest, and just, with a deep love for family and friends, and a sincere compassion for all life. Negative tendencies to be surmounted. The temptation to fail to fulfill our responsibility for virtuous living becomes stronger as modern commercialism seeks new and more devious avenues to flog its overproduction of often unnecessary commodities. Life is meant to be far less complicated, far more harmonious than most people realize. Such complexities can easily confuse and misdirect people from their path. When this occurs, they tend to become bitter and spiteful, often indifferent in their attitudes toward other people and their work. When it occurs in the life of a Life Path 11, they become lost and apathetic, finding little comfort in the material world into which they have become enticed. They must employ great awareness, which you have the ability to do, and care to be firm in their resolve to keep in their path. For it will not be difficult so long as they take the unbiased note of their profound intuition. You notice how they keep saying intuition. See? Spiritual faculties, recommended development. Recommended development, meaning this is a good part of your youthful. Let me calm down. Okay. Recommended development, meaning that this is good for you to learn how to develop yourself. Spiritual faculties do not mix easily with commerce for the Life Path 11. Consequently, their best avenues for expression lie in those professions that facilitate growth and spiritual awareness and give substance to their noble sensitivities. At the same time, adequate monetary rewards are essential, so a compromise is often in order. With their natural generosity and sensitivity to the needs of others, Life Path 11s often find an above-average demand on their financial resources. They have to learn not only the most practical means of expressing their spirituality, meaning that we, as 11s, we very spiritual people, but we have to be practical in expressing our spirituality. We can't just always be doing all this spiritual work. We got to be hands-on and put things in action. But also to be guided by intuition rather than motivated by base desires such as recognition, reward, or return favors. Like I was just saying, don't do nothing for recognition, reward, or if I do this for somebody, they're going to do it back for me. Do it from your heart. The practice of such disciplines as discrimination, temperance, and fortitude will significantly assist them. They are often tempted to reject assistance for themselves when in need, but must learn to be more receptive and to recognize the benefits that can accrue from such practical cooperation. Summary. Sensitive, feeling, and caring people are the Life Path 11s. They love refinement, beauty, and everything with a depth of cultural substance. And they are intensely honest and compassionate, often preferring to avoid the hard life of business. For they are generally not competent money managers. So, with everything I just said, that's what you already have, and that's what you also learning. So you basically in 11 learning how to be more of an 11. So you already got the spiritual gifts. You already got the spiritual talents. You already got the spiritual abilities. Maybe you just here trying to figure out what that is. And if you already know what that is, maybe you're just trying to make it more efficient, more stronger. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you're just trying to figure out how to apply it in this 3D realm with all these humans running around. Also, 11 is, 1 is Leo, the sun. So it's like you got 4 suns. So you're like real intense. You're very intense. And it's also 11 is 2, which is also the moon. So it's like you got the energy of 4 suns and the energy of 2 moons. Now, I got this from Brother Yusef. If y'all know him, then y'all, that's what's up. If y'all don't, go on YouTube, type in Bro Yosef, BroYosef, Sister Myra Moss, SisterMyrahMoss. Brother Yosef was saying the moon can make you a lunar tick. So we as 11s, we have to be careful because we are very sensitive in spirituality, meaning that we attract all kind of energies in the 3D realm, in the physical realm, and the non-physical realm. And the more you grow spiritually, the more you amplify your energy, the more you become more sensitive to all this stuff going on, the more you're going to attract. And that's good and bad. So just always be balanced and be grounded. Find ways to ground yourself. You can do that with crystals. You can do that with working on your root chakra. You can do that by being practical and just going outside and putting your feet on the in the dirt, on the grass, on the concrete. You can also go on Amazon and get grounding straps. They got grounding straps called Earthy. You can just stick it in your shoe. One go in the sole of the shoe and one go on the bottom of the shoe. It's funny how it's called the sole of the shoe, right? And guess what they did to the shoes? They put rubber on the shoes. It's no coincidence. Nothing is a coincidence. They put rubber on the shoes to keep your soul from being grounded to the earth. But that's it, y'all. I'm out. I hope this helped you, Patrick. I'm still gonna do the 11 video. I got other 11 videos if you want to check it out. Also, go on YouTube, Google, get your research on. You know what I'm saying? Another thing I want to leave is in 11, astral. Start working on your astral bodies, because that's going to help you a lot in spirituality. And that's going to also help you a lot in understanding all this non-physical stuff that these two eyes can't see, that this nose can't smell, that these hands can't touch. It'll help you understand even more your gifts and abilities, because you can go, first you can go into the astral realm, which is still an illusion, but as you grow stronger and stronger in the astral realm, you can move on farther into more realer realities. Because this what I'm working on now. When I get done talking about this numerology, when I get done dropping all these videos that y'all see me posting now in full detail, once I do 11 and 22, I'm gonna take a pause on that and I'm gonna start talking about this, because this gonna help us get even farther in our spiritual journey. And I'm working on this now because as a child, I have had experiences with the astral, and you probably have too, even if you wasn't aware of it. We astral travel every night anyway, but we just don't be aware of it. But that's the point. So we can get aware of it, we become more powerful, and expand our consciousness even more. So that's what you came here to do. You came here to expand your consciousness and help other people expand their consciousness, not through your ego, just by being your true self. Peace out, y'all. Have a good day. I love y'all. I'm out. Love.